Welcome to the campus of McNeil High School as we have a great varsity battle between 16 5A rivals. My name is Matt Butler. I'm joined alongside Kevin Henry. Quickly through the starting lineups, McNeil will start Troy Swain at point guard, Brianna Tamorian opposite guard, Christina Robinson, Ariana Gardner, and Avriana Henry round out the starting five. Avriana Henry on the tip, corralled by Stony Point and Zania Morgan. Morgan, ball out of bounds, looks like it's going to be going to the Lady Mavs. Quickly through the Stony Point starters, Zania Morgan starting at point guard, Miranda Simpson also at guard, Simone Jeffries at forward, Rachel Owens at forward, and Brianna Rowland down low in the post. Bringing it up for the Lady Mavericks is Troy Swain.
Man, I'm really looking forward to watching Troy Swain play. Freshman, averaged about 10 points a game on varsity. Had a big game last game when they played Round Rock. The team ended up winning in overtime by 1.
Corner three from Ariana Gardner is no good. Stony Point able to corral the loose ball, but then called for the travel, so the Lady Mavs will get another shot early on, scoreless here. Inbounding for the Lady Mavs is Ariana Gardner, the junior guard. She's averaging 7.4 per game. She finds Swain, left corner, Tamorian, the sophomore. She passes to her right. Up top, Christina Robinson. That's the scorer you need to watch today, folks. She's averaging over 14 points per game. Top of the key, Swain, left corner, Tamorian, left open for three, lost it up over two defenders, shot no good, rebound corralled by Miranda Simpson. Simpson bringing it up, she leads all scorers for Stony Point, 13 a game, but the pass into the lane is turned over. Bringing it back across is Christina Robinson, scrum on the court. Tamorian comes up with it, but we have a jump ball call, and the ball will stay with the Lady Mavs.
Saw a couple of players, turnover down on this end down here, and slip, and got some jitters going on in the first quarter. This game, I guarantee these players are too good. The jitters are going to go away, so have a great game today.
Inbounding, and they're going to have a 5-second call as Ariana Gardner not able to get the ball inbounded, and Stony Point were able to bring it down for their first offensive possession. Zania Morgan and Miranda Simpson, a little bit of pressure. We saw the McNeil Junior Varsity squad pressure all ball game long. It's going to be turned over. Going to be Swain bringing the ball up court. Right corner, fake shot to Tamorian going in, trying to find her teammate, but the ball is deflected and stolen. Bringing it up is Zania Morgan. Morgan to her right, that's Miranda Simpson. She decides to launch up a three. It's no good. Simpson, she can hit the three. She's hit 68 of them on the year.
Coach Aguilar going to her bench early with a quick substitution.
That's going to be sitting down is Ariana Gardner. Checking in for her first section of the game is Alex Bomar, the senior guard. She's a three-point specialist. Left side, Tamorian over to Bomar. Inside to Henry. Henry back out. Bomar for three. It's good.
You called it, partner. Great shot. Inside out. That's a super job against the 2-3 zone of Stony Point. You go inside. Everybody turns their head. They collapse. You kick it outside.
Got a traveling violation on the Tigers as the pressure getting to the Lady Tigers as it did in the junior varsity game. We just brought up Bomar. Bomar only averaging 2.4 points per game, but she's hit 18 threes this season. So she's a player that when she comes in, she hits those long-range shots. Right now it's only 3-0 early goings here, and we've seen some nerves out there on the court so far, Kevin.
Yeah, it's a big game. We got a district game here tonight, and what it is it's got some nerves going. What Coach Danny Cage wanted to do was just visit with his team a little bit and remind them about the Lady Mavericks and their full court press after made and missed shots. Watch for the Lady Mavs to press after made and missed shots and really try to speed the game up. That's what you do at home, partner. You want to speed the game up, get it going up and down. That's in McNeil's favor. If you're Stony Point, slow it down, run your offense, and make the Lady Mavericks guard you on the defensive end.
Last time these two met, it was Stony Point leading with a 54-40 victory on Stony Point's campus. Another three from Bomar, this one no good. Rebound corralled by Miranda Simpson. Now Zania Morgan bringing the ball up court, the junior point guard. Simpson passes to her right. That's Simone Jeffries. Down low. Off the backboard. Brianna Rowland. No good. Rebound, Bomar. Bomar bringing the ball up court. Going to have some contact. Looks like we may have our first foul of the ball game. This one is going to be a pushing foul. Believe it's going to be called against Simone Jeffries. Did not see if that was 30. Yeah, it's going to be Jeffries, I believe. Number 32, her first. Stony Point playing with a little bit of a limited roster. 3 players out with injuries. Now McNeil. Swain, her first shot of the day. 4-3. Rebound, Bomar. Now coming in and stealing it away is Simpson. Simpson, crossover dribble. Nice move to get past Swain. Entry pass, no good. Right idea, no execution. Now bringing it up is Ariana Gardner. Gardner, 1-on-3. She goes to her right. Troy Swain in the corner. Back iron, no good. Rebound is Brianna Rowland, and another whistle on the court. This one going to have another foul call. This one's going to be against Troy Swain.
You know, what she did was she's missing the last 2 shots. I think she's got a little pressing just a little bit. You want to pick and choose your spots on the court, being the point guard. You want to get everybody else involved and let the game come to you. Only a freshman, big-time player, big-time scorer, but she does not want to, force anything.
And you can hear the chants from the crowd yelling at Swain to follow her shot in. Had a chance at the offensive board. Now Stony Point back the other way. Offensive board there. It's going to actually be a tie-up. Brianna Rowland able to get her hands up by the Lady Mavs with the possession arrow and a chance to bring the ball back up court. Now the referees will confer. A little bit of confusion here. And the possession arrow has been changed. I believe the official scorer's arrow as it was incorrect, and Stony Point will regain the jump ball.
Yeah, that's what the referees and the coaches want to visit about here.
Because we had a tip, we had 1 jump ball, and then another jump ball, so it should be Stony Point ball as they won the tip initially.
Yes.
So Stony Point, they have it correct right now.
Yes, you're exactly right.
Yeah, there was a 1 scrum on the floor over here so the referees do have the call right and just want to confer and explain everything to the coaches, and Coach Aguilar agrees. Not getting the short end of the stick. Now, inbounded, it's going to be Morgan. Left side. The bounce pass nearly stolen by Swain. Morgan able to corral the loose ball. A little bit of contact. Going to have a push foul. That's going to be Christina Robinson called on that one. And if there's one player the Lady Mavs cannot get into foul trouble, that would be Christina Robinson. You got to see a lot of her game.
Yeah, she's a super player, man. She has great size for a basketball player, and she's able to handle the ball and shoot it along with that size. I mean, that's a great combination for a good player. Almost reminds you of kind of a Maya Moore type player from UConn.
Great active hands on defense. Adriana Henry able to reach around and deflect the pass to cause a fast break. McNeil not able to convert, but it looks like he'll be going to the free throw line. Will be Robinson. This foul against Stony Point. So each team with 2 team fouls early on.
Right there, I would have really liked to see Robinson come to a jump stop underneath that basket and go for a power layup. She was kind of moving a little too fast, got going out of control a little bit, and got fouled, and wasn't able to finish the layup. Christina
Robinson able to convert her first free throw on the season. Robinson only a 57% free throw shooter. She's 59 of 103 on the year. Second free throw is also good, so Robinson helping out her average, helping out her team. McNeil leads 5-0.
Like the junior varsity, Matt, they're going to set up in their full court press, but if you beat it, you can possibly have a 3-on-1 just like that.
Oh, and it's blocked. Swatted away down low. What a block there by Ukama. And going to be bounce pass down low. Brianna Rowland, a lot of contact there. No call. Rowland able to get her own. It looks like she was hacked on the wrist. Is in pain right now, grimacing as she walks back out court. Watch Rowland, and her right hand looks to significantly be injured. Troy Swain right there on the 3, no good. Offensive rebound there by Rowland, and she's making her presence felt down low.
Yeah, she's doing a super job, and yeah, you're exactly right. Down here, it looked like there was a lot of contact down here, but no call. But give her a lot of credit. Brianna Rowland really went up and she finished that last shot, and she said, I'm going to get these 2 points no matter what.
And she has a bandage on that wrist that looks to be a bit injured, but still able to finish. Now working against the pressure, bringing it up, Simone Jeffries. Now up top, Zayna Thomas as she's checked in. Now going to have a little bit of a travel. There's a great piece of defense there by Christina Robinson, getting her hands in there and affecting the dribble. Robinson able to break the press. Simone Jeffries trying to flash in for the steal. Robinson coast to coast, finger roll no good. Rowland again on the board. Simpson gets it back out. Zayna Thomas. Zayna Thomas in for Zania Morgan. Zania Morgan started the ball game, quickly sits down.
McNeil setting up in their own version of a 2-3 zone, really spread out with the Stony Point players. Don't get fooled and get beat close to the basket just like that. You want to keep that zone tight and protect the lane.
Olo Okwama with another big block. Fast break the other way. Tomorian up, no good. Rebound, Rowland. Bringing it up the court is Simpson. Head up, looking for a teammate. Smartly turns around and hands it off. That one to Zayna Thomas. Now Morgan finds Brianna down low. Oh, another block. Okwama with her third block of the first quarter down low. And that's a battle that everybody needs to keep their eyes on. Rowland able to play tough down low, a bit injured. And Okwama looking good on defense.
Yeah, Okwama. She kind of got herself pinned behind her, and when you get pinned behind, that leaves that offensive player wide open. And if you can see, if you're a passer, if you're a teammate on Stony Point, you can see your teammate's numbers on her chest. That means she's open, feed her the ball.
So now left corner, you got Bomar still in the ball game for the Lady Mavs. Right side, Swain and Tomorian, 3 guards. Outside, three-point shot, put up, no good from Bomar. Rebound again to Rowland. She's already racked up 5 or 6 boards here early on. Thomas closely guarded by Bomar. Nice step through the 2 defenders, not able to finish down low. Ball going to be out of bounds off of Okwama. Inbounding for the Tigers will be Simpson. And we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. Early goings here, the Lady Mavs lead the Lady Tigers 5-2. You're watching Time Warner Cable Central Texas On Demand and the Texas Channel, delivering you the best high school sports from across the state. Welcome back to Maverick Country as the Lady Mavs lead the Lady Tigers 5-2. Inbounds pass deflected, but Brianna Rowland able to corral the loose ball, go up, get fouled, and head to the line.
I'm sure that was just like Coach Cage drew it up there, got the ball inside to one of his post players, and just was able to get it up and get fouled.
Yeah, first time that the Mavs have been able to force Ola Okwama to commit a foul. She had 3 big blocks early on. First free throw from Rowland is good on the year. Rowland, only a 49% free throw shooter. She's been to the charity stripe more than any player for either of these two teams. She's had 145 attempted free throws already this season.
That's amazing. And you know what? I believe it just because her style of play is she's a banger, and there's going to be a foul call underneath. She's going to go up and get fouled, and that's what you want out of post players. Get to the free throw line.
Second free throw is no good. Skying in for the rebounds, Christina Robinson. It looked like we're going to have a bump foul along the side, and that one's going to go against Simone Jeffries.
Well, again, we talked about this the first game. What you don't want to do if you're a Stony Point team is foul when you're 94 feet from the basket. Just get back. That rebound was already corralled by the Mavs player. Just get back on defense.
So now McNeil with the ball, right side, Ariana Gardner, and looks like she palmed the ball. It's going to be a carry. Ball going back the other way, and we had some turnovers here early on. Still a little bit of nerves. These are crosstown rivals, 16-5A, one of the better athletic districts in the entire state. Bringing it up is Zayna Thomas. Right to the lane. Great bounce pass off the backboard. No good. Rebound, Robinson. Robinson needing help in the backcourt and going to have a timeout. Coach Amanda Aguilar able to get the 30-second timeout right there. That's big.
That was a huge timeout, and that was an easy call. I mean, whenever you got a player that's surrounded by three defensive players on there, just get the timeout, save the possession. Now, Matt, I don't know if you noticed down here, but Stony Point is going to box and one on Robinson. They're going to box and one on her. They're going to play face guard, man-to-man defense on her, and then zone everybody else. And that's a commonly used defense against a great offensive player. You try to go box and one, keep her from getting the ball, and make those other four beat you.
And in basketball, almost the ultimate sign of respect. When you have a box and one there, you know that that player, if she is able to run free, is going to take care of business. So you got to take her out. You know, I remember watching the Texas Longhorns and Kevin Durant years ago, and it seemed like that defense was always around. Now bringing it up for the Mavericks, that's going to be Troy Swain, and now Robinson up top. Robinson with the crossover. Now Swain.
Now what the Mavs want to do here, run your normal offense. You know, give Robinson some leeway, but run your normal offense and see what you can get against those other four, which will be an open shot, just like that.
Yeah, Tamorian able to find the wide-open Swain, who drains the three, and Swain has hit 29. That's her 30th three-pointer of the season, averaging more than 1 3 per game.
Here comes McNeil out of the dead ball, out of bounds, with their 1-2-1-1 full court press.
Yeah, going to be a lot of pressure here. See if Stony Point can break it. Inbound to Roland. You bring the big down to help out. Now bringing it up is Simpson, able to find teammate. That one right there, Jeffrey. She's going. She pulls up a 12-footer. No good. Rebound brought in by Tosin Abito. She's in her first action of the game. Now Swain bringing the ball up court as Tamorian to her right. Tamorian, she'll decide to take a three. Back iron, no good. Over the back, not called. Ball saved and bounced. Tamorian's there to corral it. It's no good. And now Stony Point able to come out with the rebound.
Well, and Coach Aguilar took Robinson out of the game, so Stony Point doesn't have to play the box and one anymore.
So now we have Jeffries going in. A little bit too much English on that ball. It rims out. Now bringing the ball up is Ariana Gardner. Garner, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Swain at the buzzer. It'll count if it goes. And off the backboard, no good. That one was close, as right now the McNeil Lady Mavs lead the Lady Tigers of Stony Point 8-3 after 1 quarter. We'll be back with your second quarter action after this. You're watching Time Warner Cable Central Texas On Demand and the Texas Channel, delivering you the best high school sports from across the state. Welcome back to the campus of McNeil High School as we have a great matchup between 16 5A rivals. Stony Point inbounding, and you know, we were talking during the break, and McNeil with a score, and Christina Robinson, Stony Point working that box and one, but it might not be working out as much when you put her on the bench.
Well, I'll tell you what they did. They took her out, and Coach Aguilar smart gave her the last couple of seconds and the quarter to rest, and then got her right back in to start the second quarter. And if Stony Point goes back to that box and one, which I think that they will, looks like Jeffries is on her, run your normal offense and get open shots for the others, because you cannot guard the other 5 players, or the 4 players, if they're moving and running their offense with those other 4 players in the zone.
Stony Point called for the travel to start the quarter. Now in the lane, Robinson, she gets a turnaway jumper, 8-footer, and that one, that's money.
And again, against the box and ones, that made that shot even harder, but she's a good enough player to make it.
The ball is going to be stolen, brought down court by Tamorian. Tamorian finds Robinson. Robinson, she leads all scorers with 4. Right side, Swain. Swain looking to find a teammate, gets it to Gardner. Gardner bounce pass, gets to Robinson. Fake a three is Swain. She decides to take a jumper, no good. Rebound, rolling. Looks like a piece of that shot may have been deflected. Bringing it up is Thomas. Right corner, Jeffries decides to go baseline, shut down by Robinson. Off the backboard, counted for Rowland and 1. Brianna Rowland making her presence felt. She has all 5 points for the Stony Point Lady Tigers, and she can add to it at the free throw line.
I tell you, that was a great baseline drive, and for the post players at home, we call that a spin out. Post player, if you see your teammate driving baseline, you spin out, you move up the lane for that nice little bounce pass.
Brianna Rowland able to convert the 3-point play. She's now at 6, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Swain bringing the ball up. Right side, Gardner now up top to Tamorian. Takes a pass to her left, right side. Garner for three. It's good.
Matt, just like I told, the 4 players for Stony Point sitting in that box cannot guard the other open players when they're playing this box and 1 defense.
And it looks like we're going to have an offensive foul called there. That one against Dana Thomas, a little too aggressive with the elbow. And right now, this is a crucial part in this ball game. It's 13-6, Lady Mavs, but outside of Brianna Rowland, nobody has been able to get their rhythm on offense for the Lady Tigers.
They really haven't, and you know, they're a good team. I know they're going to get going, get in groove here pretty soon, but you know, they have to make stops on this end, and then they have to really do a good job of playing hard and stopping these other shooters on the Lady Mavs.
Right side, going to be Tamorian. Now, got Robinson. Nifty dribbling there on the side, double teamed up top. Now go left side, Ariana Gardner. She drives the lane. She tries to put it in. No good. Rebound to Rowland. Bringing the ball up. That's going to be Simpson with the pass. Rowland, she receives it, and they're going to have a charge called against Brianna Rowland.
Coach Cage can't believe it. That was a tough call there. They can't catch a break, Stony Point. But just hang in there, Coach. I know that you feel like you can't catch a break just yet, but hang in there. Something good will happen for you.
I didn't have the angle there. Could not see if the defender had gained position, but it looked pretty tough. A lot of buddies were moving around there in the lane. Now Swain, she hit a 3 early on. Sort of a spark to this offense. You have Christina Robinson averaging 14 and Swain right at 10. She's averaging 9.9 on the year. Ariana Gardner dribbling to her right. Going to be back to Swain, back to Gardner, trying to get the ball inside. Can't find anybody. She's going to take it herself, dish it back out. Robinson to reset.
Now this is box and 1 here. She's playing man-to-man. Everybody else is playing zone. Somebody's going to be open. They keep swinging the ball. Somebody will be open right here.
So now Swain on the dribble. Thinks passing right. Goes into Gardner into the lane. Nice. Finds Tosin Devo. No good. Offensive rebound. That one put back in by Brianna Henry. Her first points of the ballgame. 15-6 McNeil.
That was great by Devo to take that shot. She was wide open. She had to take it. Put it up on the rim. Give her teammates a chance for the offensive rebound.
Top of the key. Take a step inside. Jumper no good. Rebound. That's going to be Gardner. McNeil deciding to bring it back up. It's a 2-on-3. Swain picks the ball up, able to not get a call. Goes to her left. Gardner for 3. Air ball no good. Tosin Devo there to save the ball in bounds, but falling out of bounds is Devo. Ball back to the Lady Tigers.
I tell you, Gardner needs a breather. Coach Aguilar's going to get her out and get Bomar back in, but that was a shot there. She's wide open on the wing. You got to put her on the rim. You can't throw up an air ball. Air balls are the toughest shots to rebound, and when you do that, your teammate had to rebound it falling out of bounds, and it ended up being a turnover.
Yeah, Gardner has been hustling all game. Much-needed rest right here. Get a breather. Checking in is Alex Bomar. She got McNeil on the board with a 3. Now rolling down low, and she is dominating the paint in this ball game, both offensively and defensively. She has all 8 for Lady Tigers.
Well, I'll tell you, she has great hands, and she's able to get a lot of buckets around the paint. Nice steal by the Tigers.
Yeah, Jeffries get her hands in as Simpson finds Jeffries. Jeffries through the lane, back iron no good, gets her own in position off the backboard. Shot no good, but Jeffries will head to the free throw line.
These Lady Tigers are just as athletic as the Lady Mavs. What they have to do is just continue to play smart and hustle and play through every play. You can't give up. You got to keep playing hard throughout the whole game.
Jeffries at the free throw line. She's a 69% free throw shooter. She has been to the line 112 times this year, so these Lady Tigers know how to get the ball down low and draw some contact.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, what you want to do as a coach, your goal is to have your team make more free throws than the opponent shoots. So if your team goes, 8 for 10 from the free throw line, you want to limit your other team, make them go 5 or 7 from the free throw line. And I know these guys are going to shoot way more free throws than 8 or 10, but that's a good rule to have. You want to make more free throws than the other team shoots.
Simone Jeffries, her second free throw, air balls. Ball will go back to the Lady Mavs. So Gardner checks back in. Short stint on the bench for Gardner. It looks like all starting five back on the court. Excuse me, Alex Bomer and Adebo in. It's a small lineup here for the Lady Mavs. Tosin Adebo, jumper no good. Rebound Bomar, tries to save it, flying into the mat. You gotta love the effort there. Ball will go back to the Lady Tigers. Excuse me, he's going to be out. It looks like Bomar was able to save it off the Lady Tiger inbounds.
I think it was either a questionable, was it a foul, was she pushed out of bounds when she caught it, and ended up giving it to the Lady Mavs.
So inbound it to Morian. Morian able to find Swain up top, right side, Garner. Nice pass inside, Tosin Adebo, and it looks like going to have a whistle.
Zoe Banks there with the reach across the defender. What you can't do, Zoe, is if you're already pinned behind that player, you're beat. So what you want to do is you want to play side high and make sure that player is not able to throw the ball directly to your person.
Yeah, once you start reaching over those shoulders, that's easy to see when the referees are looking in there for the contact.
Especially when there's a three-person crew like we have tonight.
Morian, left side, Garner. You have Robinson up top, Swain, and then Tosin Adebo round out the five on the court for the Mavs. Left corner, Gardner. Up to Morian. Morian thinks about an entry pass, decides to pass it around the perimeter. Now Morian, a chance at a three, and she did not see Zanaya Morgan there. Went up to go for the shot, but Zanaya Morgan with the help defense that came over and up and down there called against Morian.
Yeah, and what it does is it backs them off a little bit. Now McNeil setting up in their 2-3 zone instead of picking up 1-2, 1-1 full court press.
Since the 13-5 Lady Mav lead, it's gotten a lot closer. Ball back inside to Roland, no good. Offensive rebound, Roland, no good. Deflection now to Morian, is able to corral the loose ball. Robinson bringing the ball up. A good handle. Going to have a blocking foul, a hard foul there. It's going to be called against Zanaya Morgan, and that's going to be 2 on Morgan. Now, 1-1 the rest of the way for the Lady Mavs.
I'll tell you, Matt, have you seen a better handle on a girl the size of Robinson?
No, the way she's able to move with the ball in her hands. Up at the MT Rice tournament, we got to see 20 different teams, lady girls teams, and there were some good ones, but Robinson's up there with the best of them.
I mean, she's able to change direction with a crossover between the legs without changing her pace. I mean, she's able to go game speed, right-handed, cross it over, and go in left before even within a blink.
Answer pass, going to be down low. Zoe no good. Nearly with another offensive board is Roland, but corralling the ball is Swain. Swain looking for a teammate. Swain and Robinson up top. Screen set for Gardner.
They're leaving Jeffries in that box and one on Robinson. But if you're going to be in a box and one, you got to deny that person from getting the ball. Don't even let Robinson get it if your job is to play box and one on the other team's best player and leading scorer. Nice
pass by Tamorian. Finds Tosin Adebo down low. She finishes off the backboard and in. Pressure in backcourt. Bringing it up now. Jeffries with the ball. Jeffries said her name a lot and has not really gotten the box score outside of the free throws, but now you got to finish down by. And once again, it's Roland. She has all field goals, and she has 10 of the 11 points in this ballgame for the Lady Tigers.
You know, that's amazing. Roland was there. She's usually using her power, her strength to score. That time she used a little finesse. She's able to kind of go up and under the defense, put it off the backboard right in.
I got a foul called on the court. This one, did not see who it was against. It was on the far side, and now shooting the 1-1 will be Christina Robinson. Robinson on the year is a 57% free throw shooter, already 2 for 2 today, 4 points on the ball game. Run in of the 1-1 is good for Robinson. Already had 6 Lady Mavs score, only 18 points on the board, so good dispersion between the players. And conversely, Stony Point 10 of their 11 points has all came from Brianna Rowland. Second free throw is also good. Christina Robinson feeling it from the line today. She's 4 for 4. Scoreboard malfunction there as 2 points were credited to the McNeil Lady Mavericks. So it's 17-13 right now, not 19-11. Despite what your screen may tell you. Yeah, blocking foul, and still have not caught the mistake on the scoreboard. Actually, I believe that was my mistake as I'm looking up, and it is 19-11. Those are both the other way. I got confused there for a second. Sorry about that. Tomorrow Huff now at the free throw line.
Matt, that's why we're over here and they're over there.
Yeah, I'll let them do their job. I'll keep doing my job and stick to that. Second free throw from Huff is good, or no good. Lady Mavs. Now, bringing the ball up is Swain. Closely guarded. Nice defense being played here by Tomorrow Huff, captain of this team. Tomorrow Huff. Swain needs to advance the ball. He got the 5-second call, and that is a big play there by the captain, Tomorrow Huff. Not a starter, but a captain, and that shows the leadership and just the effort on the ball court.
Well, I'll tell you what Troy needs to do there is blow by, get the distance that's needed to stop the clock or stop the count from the referee. And she had ample opportunity. She tried to slow it down and get that last shot.
And now, after the referees confer, it looks as if we've got a 30-second timeout coming out here, and Coach Aguilar needing that.
I don't think they gave her the timeout, though. I know she was screaming for the timeout when she saw that count getting close to 3, close to 4, close to 5. She was screaming for the timeout, but I don't know. I think Troy Swain may be credited with that turnover.
And Swain, a player that came out of the gates, hitting the 3, averaging 10 points per game, a freshman on the varsity level. Very impressive.
They gave her the timeout.
Yeah, that's all. It was coming over. Deanna Harris came over and signaled for the 30, so Coach Aguilar must have barely got it in time. Now, Swain easily able to break Huff there. Huff, great defense, just sticking on Swain, not going to allow her to enter. And there's the 5-second call. Coach Aguilar, irate, yelling at her team to help out Troy Swain. Come and get to the basketball. Now we have Stony Point inbounding on the far side. So 31 seconds left in this second quarter. 19-10, the home team Lady Mavs lead. Bringing the ball up court, Sanaya Morgan. She finds Huff. Huff, bounce pass, pretty pass, down low, no good. Try by Owens, no good. Another one, it follows. Now, bringing the ball up is Swain. 10 seconds left in the half. She passes right to Tamorian. Tamorian, Swain, a long 3. Banks it in off the glass. What a shot there by Swain. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. At the buzzer, will count if it goes, but it's short, and that'll do it for the first half.
Great shot there by Troy Swain. Talking to her dad before the game. She's a gamer. She's a player. If I was her, I'd work on her separation drills, do some ball handling stuff that she can do to get that distance that's needed. But wow, way to come back and respond with a big 3 to end the half.
Yeah, after the turnover, able to come down, hit the big 3, and that'll end our first half with your score. The Lady Mavs of McNeil lead the Stony Point Lady Tigers 22-14. We'll be back with your second half action. You're watching Time Warner Cable Central Texas On Demand and the Texas Channel, delivering you the best high school sports from across the state. Welcome back to the campus of McNeil High School. We have a good 16-5A ball game between the Lady Mavs of McNeil and the Lady Tigers of Stony Point. McNeil on top 22-14 as we get this second half started. Troy Swain started off the first half with ended the first half with a 3, and then now misses her shot, and that was a big shot to stretch out this lead at the end of the half.
Well, and what it did, it gave them momentum, and it kind of picked up some spirits because he had just gotten a 5-second call, and you always want to have the momentum and high spirits going into the locker room.
And breaking the press tomorrow, Huff. She finds a teammate. Jeffries down low, blocked by the backboard. Now it's jump ball. Ball will stay with the Lady Tigers. So on the court right now for the Lady Tigers, you have Miranda Simpson. She's inbounding. Jeffries just attempted that shot. Also Rachel Owens, Brianna Rowland, and Tomorrow Huff, as the pass intended to the left corner to Jeffries is knocked out of bounds and goes back to the Lady Mavs.
You know, I really would like to see Miranda Simpson get going. She has 0 tonight, and she's their leading scorer at 13 a game.
Yeah, definitely got shut out there in the first half as Brianna Rowland had 10 of the 14 points for the Lady Tigers. Now McNeil with the ball. Christina Robinson also to Morian over to the left. Now to Swain. Also in is Brianna Henry down low. And then you also have Ariana Gardner dribbling right. Robinson baseline jumper. Rims out. Rebound Rowland.
That was halfway down for Robinson for.
Tomorrow Huff still in the ballgame. The captain of this team, Lefty, no good on the layup. Frustration as she slaps the floor. Ball being brought up by Robinson. Robinson head up, finds Tamorian. Tamorian with the finger roll. Does not go, but she is fouled and will head to the free throw line.
Great job of Robinson pushing the ball. She had her eyes up the whole time. All you young people at home, whenever you're pushing the ball up the floor, practice dribbling with your head up, with your eyes up. You can see your teammates that way. Made the easy pass for the lay-in, and she got fouled.
Tamorian at the line misses her first. A rare miss for Tamorian as she, one of the better free throw shooters on this Lady Mavs ball club. She shooting 76% on the year. Second free throw also no good. Brianna Henry nearly able to steal it, but Rowland down with the rebound. Now stolen. Robinson leading the break. It's a 1-on-2. She goes coast to coast. No good. Ball stripped out of bounds. Tomorrow Huff in defensive specialist. You can tell she had forced the 5 seconds earlier in the first half and nearly forced another. Now deflection out of bounds and just good overall play from Tomorrow.
Well, I'm still waiting on Simpson. For Simpson, that was just a bad play. You know, to pass straight to Robinson's hands, just an ill-advised pass. She needs to be more solid with the ball in order for the Lady Tigers to get back into this ball game.
So Tosin Adebo now in for the Lady Mavs, and Tosin left to Gardner. Swain finds Tosin. Tosin down low, blocked by Rowland. Rowland has dominated the paint from the get-go, and she's able to notch another block here in this ball game. Bounce pass. It is to Rowland. Rowland is going to be a touchy foul there called against Brianna Henry. Did not see much contact. Had the hand out there.
Well, what it is, nowadays rule is called a hot stove. You touch once, you know it's hot. You got to, if you touch it again, referee's going to blow the whistle on you, and that's what she did.
And it paints a nice picture, too, the hot stove rule. I like that one. Simpson to inbound. Finds Rowland. Rowland, first jumper of the game. And Rowland, she shows she doesn't have to use the backboard. She can just shoot it right on in.
I really like Rowland's game. She's able to use her size extremely well. She has a soft enough touch. Nice handle right there by Robinson with the in-and-out move.
And Robinson able not only to break the pressure, splitting through, going around, and finishing at Brianna Rowland's country.
You know, Coach Cage knows how good she is. That's why they have her set up. They're setting up the boxing one on her. But what you got to do is you have to shade her. She's a player. If you shade, everybody on the floor has to know where she is. Make her get rid of the ball.
Rowland getting position, going and finishing, but the foul is called on the floor before the shot. That will be called. It looks against it'll be down low. Simpson to inbound. Checking in is Alex Bomar. Checking out is Ariana Henry. Inbounded, Jeffries. Jeffries in the corner. He's able to get it back to Simpson. Now Jeffries up top. Huff with a nice shot fake is able to come around. Backboard no good. Offensive rebound there. A nice offensive rebound by Rachel Owens. Simpson finds Huff again. Huff will take a three. Back iron no good. Rebound down low. You have Tosin Adebo fighting with Uwakama for the rebound, and looks like it's going to be flipped back over as a foul with the whistle on the floor.
Coach Cage is asking Ken McCord, where was the foul?
And I did not see it.
I didn't see it either, and I tell you what it was two Lady Mavs going after the ball. And that's how the ball popped out of their hands, and I guess you had almost like an inadvertent whistle, and they had to call a foul on it.
Yeah, I missed who the call came on, but either way, it goes back to the Lady Mavs. Dribbling to her right is Bomar.
Make her pass the ball when she gets it. When Robinson gets it, you got to crowd her, go double team her, make her get rid of it.
Robinson dribbling, baseline jumper, long, no good. Offensive rebound, Swain's there, top of the key. Gardner thinks about a three, drives, kicks, left side, Bomar, travel. Ball back to the Lady Tigers. So now, checking in for the Lady Mavs will be Tamorian. She sat down for a brief breather. Checking out is Bomar. Now Huff still in the ball game for the Stony Point Tiger team. Have not seen much of Zanea Morgan. She had 2 fouls in the first half. Rowland driving, no good. You have a whistle. This one looks like it's going to be against Stony Point and Rachel Owens.
Yeah, again, the Stony Point Tigers, kind of like the JV game, feel like they can't catch a break here. They're getting a lot of, questionable touch fouls and that sort of thing. But like you said earlier, what you want from the referees is be consistent, and I believe this crew has been very consistent all game.
Low scoring, third quarter, only 2-2. It's stolen again by Huff. Simpson, now to Jeffries. Jeffries in the break and from behind, a great play. Troy Swan hustling, able to knock it out of bounds. The ball will stay with Stony Point, but that's basically like making a basket when you take 2 off the board.
It really is, and if you're Jeffries, you got to put that ball in your left hand and then put it up off the backboard. Give your team a chance to get a rebound or something. Don't just get it tapped from behind.
So now, Huff, top of the key, right side, Owens. Owens drives the lane, kicks left. Jeffries a step inside the three-point line. Rim no good. Rebound, Owens, the length, nearly able to corral it, but the ball taken out by Robinson. Robinson just blasts past Jeffries, goes straight to the lane, comes in, it's going to be a blocking foul. That one's going to be called on tomorrow, Huff. Robinson just too quick. Huff could not get in position.
Yeah, it's really hard when you're playing against a girl that's that fast up and down the court, sees the floor, is able to make passes. It's hard to get your feet set in front of her to take a charge.
Inbounded right side, Bomar. Bomar to her left. It's going to be back over to Bomar. Bomar, corner 3, rim, no good. Out, Gardner, rebound. Swain fakes a 3, drives the lane. Floater, no good. Rebound, rolling, but Swain steals it from behind. Swain's everywhere on this possession. Bomar thinks about a 3. Gets it back out to Swain, and now the reset. Right side, Bomar, and active hands there by Rowland. Now Simpson on the break. Can she bring it coast to coast? Finger roll and finish.
Glad to see Simpson get on the board. I hope that gets her going tonight.
Yeah, Simpson averaging 13 points per game and hit 68 threes. That's her first bucket, but it's only a 6-point ball game. Stony Point fighting back, now down low. Tosin Adebo. She gets it out to Gardner. Screen by Robinson.
Stony Point's trying to set their 2-3 zone again, but it's still a box and one because they're chasing Robinson. Just if you're Lady Mavs, just run your offense, pass and screen away, run your regular basic motion offense, and somebody will result in open.
So now, Jeffries, who's been on Robinson all ball game long. Now left side, Bomar tries the left corner 3, no good. Rebound, Gardner. Top of the key 3. This one banks in. Swain banks in her second shot of the day. It's her third 3 of the day, 1 in each quarter. Swain now with 9 leads all Lady Mavs scorers.
When you're a gamer like Troy Swain is, you make shots like that. You put them off the backboard, you give yourself a chance for that ball to go in. There's Simpson with a 3, short arms it.
Yeah, a little rush there. You can tell she wants to get her game making an impact as we get a whistle, and looks like Jeffries is going to be called for a little bit of contact. as Robinson just once again, that handle really causing problems for Stony Point.
Well, and she's able to change directions, and she can really keep her head up and things like that. Last couple of defensive possessions for Stony Point have been good, with the exception of the finish. They did not finish by getting the defensive rebound. You've made Robinson pass it. You've made the other girls on the team miss, but then they didn't get the defensive rebound.
Before the Swain three-pointer is a 6-2 McNeil run to start, or Stony Point run to start the half, and now checking back in as Zayna Thomas and Zania Morgan for Stony Point. Now, Ariana Gardner dribbles left side, right side Tosin Adebo. Now, Bomar going from corner to corner.
See, Jeffries has to stop her from getting the ball right there. That's too easy, and that's too easy of a shot. Good thing for Stony Point, they got the rebound, but that was too easy for Robinson to get the ball, and then she was able to spin and go to the rim.
Starting point guard, Zania Morgan, back in the ball game. She had 2 fouls in the first half. Her first action of the second half is Thomas, who just checked in, drives the lane, draws some contact, and now will be headed to the charity stripe. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Rachel Owens for Stony Point.
You know, Stony Point's still in this ball game. I don't want the girls to think that they're not in it, so hopefully they'll continue to attack and play fast and play their game, because they're doing a good job here. Got to make your free throws down the stretch.
And correction, that is actually the 3rd foul on Christina Robinson, who now has to check out of the ball game, as there's only 57 seconds left in this 3rd quarter.
Well, if you remember, what Coach Aguilar does is give her a breather at the end of quarters. Then she gets the extra minute or so in between quarters for extra break, and then she'll start the 4th quarter.
And fighting for the rebound down low is Rowland, not able to corral it. A scrum on the court. Coming out is Gardner. Gardner has been on the court, scrapping around all ball game. Now bringing it up is Swain. Swain guarded now by Morgan, as not see Jeffries on her. That was a few times.
Well, Matt, if you remember, Stony Point really brought themselves closer in this ballgame when they went man-to-man and picked up the freshman point guard Swain. They picked her up, got a couple of 5-second calls, almost get a turnover here, might still get one.
Now Gardner able to come out of there, receive the pass from Adriana Henry. So now Gardner finds Tosin Adebo, one-on-one. Jeffries is on her. Got a whistle and a travel before she put the ball on the court.
Great defense by Stony Point. They've gone man-to-man. They're picking up man-to-man on the half-court set and make the Lady Mavs make a mistake.
Yeah, now with Robinson on the ground, we got 5 seconds left in this quarter. 3, 2, and the shot will not count, as that will do it here for the 3rd quarter. So after 3, have the Lady Mavericks leading the Lady Tigers 27-18, and after an impressive start to the quarter, sort of ended quickly for Stony Point.
Yeah, you know, it really did, and I was kind of disappointed in last possession. I don't think they knew how much time was left, and they just didn't play with a sense of urgency, and that's what I mentioned about 2 minutes to go in that quarter. I wanted to make sure that those girls continued to play hard and make sure that they still felt like they had a chance to get back in this game. Going man-to-man on the half-court set, putting some pressure on the Lady Mavs starting point guard. She's a freshman, Troy Swain, and making her, you know, cough up the ball, maybe a turnover. She was on all fours here up front, had to make a tough pass, but you know, let's see how this 4th quarter plays out for both teams.
We'll be back with that 4th quarter after this. You're watching Time Warner Cable, Central Texas On Demand, and the Texas Channel, delivering you the best high school sports from across the state. Welcome back as the 4th quarter just underway. The Stony Point Tigers trail the Lady Mavs of McNeil 27-18. Low scoring 3rd quarter as the entry pass there inside of a whistle. Jeffries had received it in the low post and had position.
She did, and that was a good call. Remember, we talked about that earlier, the hot stove rule, and what you can't do is you can't control that person with your hand.
And that foul is going to be against Ariana Gardner. As in that last quarter, we saw some offenses get in the rhythm in the second, but only 5-4 McNeil beating Stony Point in that 3rd. Inbounds pass, left side Simpson, now up top to Thomas. Right side, Jeffries finds Roland. Roland had 10 in the first half. She tries to go off the backboard right into Ariana Henry and draws the foul.
Roland's doing a super job of hanging in there with the ball. You know, a lot of times when you're a post player, you get banged, you get bumped a little bit, and a lot of times you kind of have the give up attitude, but she's hanging in there. She's really staying with it. She's getting every second and third rebound is what she's able to do and put it up to get fouled.
Free throw no good from Roland as she was able to convert 2 of her first 3.
You know, you talk about 9 points. You're down 9 points if you're Stony Point here, which is not a lot of points, but with the pace of this game, the way this game's going, 9 points could be, you know, it could be 20. It could seem like 20.
Yeah, in relation to points scored and proportionate-wise, it is a large deficit. You've scored 19 and you're down by 8. Now Slane bringing the ball up. She's guarded by Thomas. Left side, Robinson.
I really like Stony Point going man-to-man here. Now make Robinson pass it. Good job, double teamer. There you go.
Tamorian, 4-3, off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound. Gardner with a great look inside, finds Ariana Henry, and that was all due to Ariana Gardner's court vision.
That was a great play, and again, Matt, we talked about the great defense, everything except the rebound.
Right there, Tamorian getting a little too aggressive on defense, trying to get that steal, and instead a whistle. Now Stony Point going to be inbounding on the far side, and the foul situation, if you're wondering, 16 fouls for Stony Point, 5 for the Lady Mavs. So Lady Mavs will be shooting the rest of the way, and Stony Point inching closer to that bonus. Right side, going to be Jeffries. Jeffries been a bit quiet on the offensive front, averaging double digits, only 2 points. Now Jeffries dribbling through the lane, pulls up, 12-footer, it's good.
You know, Jeffries has a long, she has long arms, she has a long body, she has a great basketball body. She has size and length, which is, I believe, why they put her on Robinson. But Robinson was able to get there, to get to the hole, and get fouled.
Yeah, and it looked like a great block there by Rachel Owens. It must have been some body contact that we were blocked by, but Rachel Owens ended up getting the ball, but whistle called, and now Robinson to the line on the season. Robinson is a 57% free throw shooter, but 4 of 4 today, now 4 of 5.
I guess you got to call that a successful defensive stance there. You fouled her. You don't want fouls at this point in the game, but she goes to the line and, you know, misses the front end of the first shot of the 2-shot foul. And
even though you're sending a player to the line, if they have that position inside, you know, sometimes it's better to make them earn those points at the strike.
Exactly. As good as she is, I think she would have made that shot without being fouled.
So now, left side, Thomas. She's guarded by Tamorian, and Thomas drives the lane around Tamorian. Now, loose ball. Corralled by Owens. Back iron, no good. Tosin Adibo on the rebound. Tamorian now bringing it up. Double teamed in the backcourt. She needs some help. Needs a teammate. It's Robinson. Robinson able to come through. She breaks the pressure with ease. Now down the lane. Around rolling again. This one no good. Ball tipped out. Now we're running the other way. Jeffries bringing the ball up court. Guarded by Tamorian. Baseline. Blocked. Great block there. Jump ball called. Ariana Gardner. It's a name that we have said a lot today. Only 3 points. Made 1 shot. But it seems like she's involved every possession. Yeah, she really is. And what Jeffries did that time, she was just driving. That was no man's land, almost underneath the basket, with nowhere to go. 2-on-2 right here. Gardner and Henry stripped from behind. That one credited to Jeffries. Now Thomas bringing the ball up. Left corner. Finds Simpson. Corner 3. She's hit 68 of them and finally gets her first one of this ball game. Great shot there from the corner. That's what I've been waiting on from Simpson all game. Great shot. Now left side, Gardner. She's driving. Ariana Henry, point-blank range. Yeah, that's too easy. Anytime you're pressing up here, if you can beat that press, you can have numbers on this end. If you're Stony Point, you're going to press. Keep pressing, but you got to get back on defense. And now Rowland going straight into Henry, bowling her way through, but steps along the baseline, turnover, and she had to open Rachel Owens. I just don't think Henry saw her on the other side. Yeah, and that was a tough play. I mean, Rowland, excuse me.
Right, and that's a tough play. you're in no man's land. They're 6 feet behind the basket from the rim to that baseline, and a lot of teams are able to use that real estate down there, but some teams can. If you're not a clever enough player to use that in a great way to help your team, stay out of that area.
So now Gardner and Jeffries nearly forcing a steal. Robinson able to come out with the loose ball. Now drives the lane, goes up, finger roll, and finishes.
Poor defense right there by Stony Point. They really got to make Robinson pass the ball, and that was just too easy as the Lady Mavs pushed their lead to 10 with 4:40 to go in this ball game.
And Robinson able to finish in traffic it just with such ease as that ball tipped out of bounds. Not able to corral the pass was Brianna Rowland, and now the Lady Mavs. This possession could be key for the Stony Point Tigers on defense. Now Swain draws some contact there, sort of a smart basketball IQ play.
And that's super coming from a freshman.
Yeah, to know that you have the defender behind you, they're going to be running up court, so you pause yourself, sort of, you don't go backwards into them, but you do, and you draw it and get the referee to call it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're almost, as a player, offense or a defensive player right there, you almost can't help yourself because you end up almost trying to stop, but you fall over the offensive player with the ball.
So Swain, first trip to the free throw line today, as she nails the first. Swain on the season, only a 57% free throw shooter. She has hit 3 threes in this ball game. She has 10 as she leads all scorers for Lady Mavericks. Christina Robinson with that layup, she actually just got to 11. So let me correct myself. 11 for Robinson, now 11 for Swain. So inbounding now Jeffries. Looking for a teammate, needs some help. She finds Thomas. Right side, sort of trapped in the corner and coming in and got a timeout and Coach Danny Cage. Looks like this one be a full timeout and we will take it as well. Right now, 4:23 left in the fourth quarter. We'll be back with the rest of your action. You're watching Time Warner Cable Central Texas On Demand and the Texas Channel, delivering you the best high school sports from across the state. Welcome back to Maverick Country as the Lady Mavs lead the Lady Tigers 36-24. Inbounds goes to Rowland, finds Thomas. Now Simpson cross-court pass to Huff. Huff drives the lane, dishes it back out to Thomas. Thomas, she decides to drive lane and blocked, swatted away by Okwama. She had 3 blocks in the first quarter with her 4th. Some foot contact there, no whistle. Jeffries with the loose ball finds Rowland. Rowland trying to get the ball up through traffic, but is fouled in the process.
Wow, lots of contact here. Last 4 minutes of the game, and referees said they're going to let them play a little bit.
They're letting them play. Coach Aguilar a bit upset. Swain had gotten her leg. It was incidental contact, yet still a foul.
Still a foul, yeah.
Swain got her back leg totally taken out. She's still in pain over there. You can see her grimacing. Now Rowland's at the line. Rowland on the day is 3 for 5 from the charity stripe. Make it 4 for 6. Rowland now leads all scorers.
Might be the break that Stony Point needed to kind of get themselves some momentum going into this last 4 minutes of this ball game.
So Rowland on the line. She has 14 on the day. That one's 15. And like you said, partner, she has a pretty stroke for that post player down in the paint. Swain now double teamed on the outside. Got 2 players following Swain. That's going to be Huff and Thomas. And now more contact as Jeffries trying to hop a pass, fouls Robinson. And now Robinson will head back to the free throw line. Robinson on the day, 5 for 6 from the charity stripe. Much better than her percentage on the season. And Robinson with 11 points.
Jeffries just got her 5th foul, and I know she's upset about that because that was, gets her disqualified for this game. But good game for her. She played well, and I tell you, you have your hands full guarding Robinson anyway, and she did a good job on her tonight.
Yeah, and 3 of those fouls coming in the second half and trying to be a little bit more aggressive, coming from behind. So sometimes those gambles, you got to take them.
Yeah.
First free throw is good for Christina Robinson. 37-26 McNeil, and second free throw, nothing but the bottom of the net. And Robinson has her stroke on today. Ball passed up to Thomas, and we can get a foul. Reaching in, Ariana Gardner. Gardner trying to get in on that pass, and Coach Aguilar a bit frustrated right there. A foul that you really don't want to commit in the backcourt.
Well, again, like we talked earlier, when you're that far away from the basket, why foul? I mean, you have the lead. If you just play your cards right, you almost have enough points to win the game already. You're up 12 now, and, which could be, like we said earlier, it feels like 20 in a game like this.
Front end of the 1-and-1, no good. And, yeah, the lead just seems almost insurmountable now with a 12-point deficit as Robinson drives the lane. It's going to be tipped out by Tomorrow Huff, and Huff able to deflect that ball off of Robinson's foot. So a bit of a break there for Stony Point.
Great job, great defense. Coach Aguilar's going to get a timeout and talk about it a little bit with her team. And what I believe that she's saying right now is, one, don't foul, girls. We don't want to foul and stop the clock, put them on the free throw line, and let them inch their way back in. And the second thing is, we don't have to be in a hurry. On the offensive end, do not be in a hurry. Take your time, run our stuff. Pick that defense apart a little bit. If they're going to go box and one, let them do their box and one thing, and just find the open man, get a layup. Make them play some defense down here. And
right now, Stony Point finds themselves in a bit of a predicament. You're down by 12. There's only 3.5 minutes left. You're going to have to force some turnovers, but is it worth risking the press with such great ball handlers in Robinson and Swain?
Well, if you can keep the ball out of Robinson's hands, I think you're okay throwing it to Swain. I mean, she's still a freshman. She's had a few turnovers tonight. She's not as fast as Robinson is. So if you can just, whoever's guarding those two, both of them guard Robinson. Let Swain get it a little bit, but you got to keep the ball out of Robinson's hands. I've said that over and over tonight, and Stony Point just really hadn't done a good job of that.
So maybe, well, not as much as a condensed press, spread it out, maybe a 1-2-2, so you have more of the court covered, but still pressure?
Absolutely, yeah, and again, let the other team make mistakes. I mean, there's going to be a point in this game in the next minute or so where you're going to have to start fouling and put them on the line to stop the clock. But right now, you want to go for the ball, and you want to keep the ball out of number 23's hands.
So now Stony Point, off the turnover, has the ball, and bringing it up is Simpson. Press coming from McNeil. Simpson gets it across to Rowland. Rowland has two teammates, able to get it to Morgan. Now Morgan and Rowland. Rowland's going to bring it in and turn it over to Morian there, able to take the bounce pass. Now Robinson bringing the ball up, nearly deflected away. That was Dana Thomas on her. Pass inside, toss in the deep off the backboard, no good. Offensive rebound, Okwama, and Okwama's able to finish.
Great defense with the exception of the offensive rebound.
And now we have a turnover as there was a carry, and now that's a bad break. Going back the other way, Lady Mavs will have the ball, and that was Olo Okwama. We've been talking about her defense all day long. She leads this team in blocks per game with 1.1. She's had at least 4, but those were her first bucket, and great touch pass there.
Pretty good. What that is a set play. I mean, they want to get the ball back to Robinson for an easy shot just like that.
Textbook basketball right there as Robinson gets to the shooter's roll, and now Robinson leads all Lady Mavs scores as more pressure is brought in the backcourt and the ball's knocked away. And they're going to have a whistle here. Looks like the foul is going to be called against Ula Okwama. So now Stony Point able to get back to the charity stripe and have a chance to put some points on the board, but now this lead is stretched out to 16, and we played a minute's worth, and that lead is just adding.
Yeah, it really is. And again, when you put the ball in 23's hands, she's going to make something good happen. 9 times out of 10, it'll be for her because she's such a great offensive player. So you've got to make her pass. And when she passes the ball, you got to block out everybody else, get the rebound. Stony Point girls cannot allow offensive rebounds on the other end.
Robinson leads all Lady Mavs scores with 15, and Brianna Rowland also with 15. Tomorrow Huff now has made 4 free throws. Ball game 42-28, late stages of the fourth quarter. Ariana to inbound. And Robinson able to bring the ball up court with ease. Now goes straight to the basket and turns it over. That's going to be brought in by Zania Morgan. She finds Simpson. Simpson to Huff. Back to Simpson. Simpson double team. Is able to get it down low, but Robinson comes out with the ball. Now Robinson pushing the pace. Bringing the ball up court. Decides smartly.
Great job. Bring it out. There's no need to hurry. The possession before, she got herself in a pickle down here with the turnover. Just bring the ball out and run some clock.
So now we have Huff on Robinson. Closely guarded, but Robinson able to break it. Free throw jumper, no good off of the strip by Huff. Now Ariana Gardner able to come out with the loose ball. She dribbles to her right. And off to Swain. Swain, she drives the lane. She dishes down low. And Olakama going to travel down low and give it back to the Lady Tigers. So now the Lady Tigers with another chance here, but it seems like we're going in minute intervals and no part of that lead is being chipped away.
Well, and the thing about it, Coach Aguilar was down there kind of grimaced as that travel was called because she knew she has enough points to win the game. The Lady Mavs don't have to shoot.
Just be deliberate on offense.
Just
pass,
swing it around.
Allow Stony Point to force the issue. Make them try to cause a reason to make this a ball game.
Exactly. If they do come up and double team somebody to try to get a steal, just find the open person. And at that point, that's when you take the layup. But until then, if they're just going to go man-to-man, just bring it out, put the ball in Robinson's hands, let her make a move, kick it out to the next person. There's no reason that she needs to drive and try to create an elbow jumper for herself or anybody else like that. No outside shots. Because at some point, Stony Point's going to have to foul, and when they do foul, you go to the free throw line and make your free throws.
And right now, quickly take you through the box score is Troy Swain. She's able to convert on 3 threes, has 11 points in this ball game. Christina Robinson, just an impressive performance. She has 15 to lead all Lady Mavs scorers. Abriana Henry has 6, Tosin Adebo with 2, Okwamo with 2. Alex Bomar hit that big 3 early on. Tamorian has been able to convert a couple free throws, and Stony Point, Brianna Rowland with 15 to lead all their scorers, but Simpson able to get 5 here in the second half, and not much else. Simone Jeffries with 4. Now Simpson across to Morgan, left side, that's Thomas. Thomas driving the lane up, and it's going to be no good, but we have a whistle, and it looks like Thomas will have a chance to earn a couple points at the free throw line.
Again, if you're a Lady Mav player, you do not want to take that foul because it stops the clock. The clock is your friend right now. If she's going to get that deep, and it ends up being her 5th foul. If she's going to get that deep, just let her get the layup, and let's get it out of bounds and throw it in and run some more clock.
Well, Kwama checks out. She got those 2 points before her 5th foul. Also with 4 big blocks in this ball game. Just rounding out the Lady Tigers box score. Want to make sure everybody that scored got their name mentioned. And tomorrow, Huff, she's 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Simone Jeffries, she was 2 for 2 with 4 points. Rachel Owens also getting on the board. Now we have a chance to see Thomas get on the board as she misses her first free throw. So 42-28. This fourth quarter has been dominated by the Lady Mavs. Not allowed Stony Point to chip away at the lead as the second free throw is no good, and Robinson brings the ball up and smartly listens to coach as she brings the ball back out, not forcing the issue.
There's no need to hurry right now. You can play fast, but don't be in a hurry.
So now Robinson guarded up top by Thomas, and we have a whistle, and now a foul, and we're going to be sending Robinson to the line, and Robinson's been able to convert on 7 of her 8 free throw attempts.
Great possession there by the Lady Mavs. Bring it down, swing it around a little bit. Whoever's open, hold on to it, take care of the basketball. They foul you, step to the line, and knock down your free throws.
First one is good for Robinson. She now leads all scorers with 16, and it's sort of, you're looking at the box scores and the games in preparation, notice that Stony Point beat McNeil 54-40 on Stony Point's home court. Now you have McNeil up by 16 in this ball game, late minutes on their own home court.
Good job, Robinson, of not fouling.